wild business of train robberies. Tommy G. Let's get to it. I'm not gonna yap. You want me to yap? You don't. I know you don't. Let's get to the fucking video. I just know about the people who sleep on trains. I didn't know they was robbing trains.
Begin
like
tonight with the
White.
latest on an attempted train burglary
really,
just east of Bakersfield.
Some merchandise from the trains left on the tracks, suspected of being taken from the trains by thieves.
Your spanking new office printer might be delayed a few days in transit if it was parked on
Like and subscribe, guys. Come on, what are you doing watching without having liked and subscribed?
FedEx rail car that was parked here Friday morning near Union Avenue. This was the scene early Friday on the tracks near Union, north of California Avenue.
Bro, how are these Negroes getting into these crates? You telling me all these Negroes need is a bolt cutter and they can yoink shit in these trucks?
A lot of adrenaline. I love it. That's kind of why I do it, you know.
No. Was there an event in your life, like a financial stressor that said?
Bro, these bum ass niggas. Oh my god.
Would you guys say this is every night?
Yeah, I do it almost every night.
Oh,
What can you stand to
this
make
shit
it?
is so annoying. Fucking bums, just nigga.
Now sometimes you guys stop.
Nigga, you're not Walter White. You're not transferring fucking methylamine and gas into a tank hole.
Go grab a car.
You're stealing niggas' packages like a porch pirate.
Laser anywhere. Pull it up on
You're
the
just
track.
doing it off the train.
The hazards or something
Like,
onto the train. You'll see it on your back. Your hands
He's
grab
lame.
it. That was kind of fancy. I'll have to look into that one.
The big question is, who pays? Well, in the long run, most likely insurance companies, which means you and I.
When I imagine train robberies, I think back to the Wild West days when rugged outlaws like Jesse James and Butch Cassidy would assemble a posse, then ride in on horseback to storm a train, execute their heist, and get away with the loot. And I would have told you that these train robberies were a thing of the past. That was
Now
until I
niggas
got
stealing
word
your
that the business
Amazon
of train
packages.
heist is alive and well. And in Bakersfield, California,
Niggas
where our
stealing
episode
your
takes
fucking-
place, these robberies can occur on a nightly basis. Now, I've made a career out of being fascinated by the mind of an outlaw, and today we meet many of them involved in this train business.
Niggas stealing
We
your
witness
bad
these guys
dragon
live in
you ordered
action,
on
see
fast
how they
express
evade law
delivery.
enforcement, and we get a
Like, these
first-hand
niggas
look at how their
fucking lame.
underground economy works. This is a world where people drive cars onto train tracks to get a train to stop to initiate the heist. To be successful at this, thieves have to avoid the federal agents, local law enforcement, and private detectives that patrol the railways and hunt down organized crime. This, folks, is the modern-day Wild West. Let's dive in. Folks, right here in the video was supposed to be a sponsored ad, but they wanted me to read from a script and do some gay-ass commercial, and I just didn't want to do it. All I want to do is make the best possible videos for you at home to watch. Right now, the Patreon army is at about 1,400 people. Let's get it up to 2,000. That way, we never have to do stupid-ass commercials. And you get access to the best and wildest clips on the internet, guaranteed. Join the movement, join the army. Link is in Patreon.
Join the Patreon. So you don't have to spam us with these ads. Join a fucking Patreon, nigga. So I don't have to. I would if I
The
could.
impact theft has on a community is, just look no further than here. I've never seen this before. Celsius is
They put the
behind,
fucking.
they lock glass, we
These
gotta
niggas put the
push the button.
Celsius behind a glass door. Nigga, what the fuck is Bloom? Nigga, they put the Bloom behind a
You have an
glass.
employee come through.
Like anybody
Theft
drinking that
only
shit.
impacts the corporations and the big companies. You're wrong. It impacts the little guy with all these little
Yeah,
hassles.
you gotta put the Don
and things we
Julio
have to
behind
go
the
through.
glass. These
Our
niggas is
insurance
doing
gets
whatever
higher.
for that
There's a lot
dog.
of little factors and ripple effects that comes from theft. How bad is it?
Niggas stiff arming babies for
To the
Don.
point that people will steal like the Red Bull.
People are stealing.
Yeah,
Red
niggas still Red Bulls. These
According to
niggas
the
is
Hammurabi Code, in severe
out
cases,
bad.
theft will be punished by either cutting your hand off or by death. So it's something that people have taken very seriously for a long time, but it seems like now more than ever in this
I
current
hate
era,
thieves.
it's the most lightly
I
punished.
can't stand a thief.
They say robbed the East Bakersfield Walmart last week. The robbery happened last Thursday, March 11th, just before 1:30 in the afternoon.
Like thieves are like little rats. Like these niggas like little rodents and shit. It's like a rat coming out his hole to get some cheese you put on the ground like, that you dropped or some shit. They
Nearby,
disgust me.
there's people that are waiting for this thing to stop, so they can get on board and get everything off of it. Someone's gonna crack it
Dude,
open.
they feel no
and see
shame
what they
doing
can
what
get.
they do.
Maybe it's oranges, maybe it's baby supplies, maybe it's Amazon packages. Who knows? Something important could be on your way to your house, but instead, someone's gonna get their grubby paws on it, and you're gonna have to get your order reshipped.
To begin tonight with the latest on an attempted train burglary just east of Bakersfield.
Boxes of merchandise from the trains left on the tracks, suspected of being taken from the trains by thieves.
Bakersfield, California is a place you probably haven't heard of.
Bakersfield.
Some people call it the armpit of California. It's rough out here. I mean, you have lots of homeless, and if you're a homeless guy with nothing to lose, what is it to you to try and take some things off a train and sell it?
I know Bakersfield because of that commercial, not commercial, from the episode of Victorious where they were driving to that one old lady house because they thought she died. And she was getting ice cream.
Something has gone down right
and
around here.
Jade,
There's hundreds and hundreds of boxes here. And my first impression of this operation is kind of like a smash and grab. This is going out to Washington to a lady named Debbie. And this is going out to Gene in Washington. So a lot of people on the West Coast were looking for important shit. Who knows if a kid had a birthday coming up? And also, how much of this theft is wasted? Like, what can a person really do
just throw that shit
with
away.
a precision egg cooker? How much can you resell that
No,
for?
an egg
I would guess
cooker.
they're looking
Fuck
for
that.
electronics, chargers, computers, video cameras. I don't know. If I had to choose between doing this and running into a Best Buy, I would choose the Best Buy all day. This to me seems like just one of the more dirty, messy ways to make
it's not
some
worth
sort
the
of income.
crime.
No one's turning
And the
into
punishment
Jeff
of it.
Bezos off of this. So earlier we were wondering what % of the thieves are homeless versus professionals, and this is a camp right next to all the action. I mean, just by the disorganized look at the scene, I would guess it's more of a homeless than a professional job.
But hey, I don't know nothing about it. It's not my business. This is my business.
It's crazy, right? You feel like that.
Yeah, that's just a homeless nigga. He just chilling.
They don't really do it right here anymore.
People are getting busted for it?
One's looking at deportation. If they caught you on the train grabbing something, they could bust you. But once you left the train, they couldn't do anything about it.
I might have snuck in and got a package. Hell no.
We're suiting up right now during what's prime time train hours, which is from now about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock till 2 a.m. So I guess from the clues that we've been getting, we're dealing with more of an addict homeless situation and like sketchy characters on the fringes. What % of people in this game would you say are homeless versus professional?
About 70% are homeless, to be honest with you.
How long have you been doing this for?
I'm probably going on like 3 or 4 years now.
And how many
3 years
over
of being
those
a
3 or 4
bummer
years?
ass nigga.
Ooh, quite a bit. Probably too many to count, to be honest. It's we just drive around, you know, that's kind of what we do around here is we just drive around, and then if we see a train stop, we'll call everybody and be like, hey, yo, this is where we're at.
What are some of the things you have to be aware of in doing a mission? Like, how do you plan this out?
Honestly, there's not really much planning behind it. It's you see it, you go, you know, and jump on it right away because it's you come on time limit. You know, it's how long is it gonna take for this person to take off, or you know, when are the cops gonna show up?
Is security getting heavier and heavier now that this?
Bro, that nigga's putting me to sleep.
I would say so. Yeah, they started parking trucks and security guards around where the trains stop and things like that. Back in the day, you know, you wouldn't have none of that. You just be there and open shit up, and you'll be there for a cool like 2-3 hours or something like that, you know.
Now sometimes you guys stop the trains.
Yeah, go grab a car or whatever, anywhere, pull it up on the tracks. You kind of like high center it on top of the tracks, you know. Most of the time you want to put like the hazards or something on so the train will see it farther back.
How much money can you stand to make on a mission?
I've made about $5,000.
Not knowing when a train might roll through, we gave E-Money a GoPro and told him to record a mission so we could see how it all goes down.
I was about to say, y'all going on a mission with these niggas? It's gonna be the... Like, I ain't going on a mission with these niggas. Because if I went, it would have been the one time they got caught for some reason. Just my luck.
See with a lot with pocket because I don't have the full covers on me.
How do you feel while doing this?
A lot of adrenaline, just pumping, you know, it's a crazy feeling. I love it. That's kind of why I do it, you know, it's exciting and just fun to do.
Nigga, if you're an adrenaline junkie, go fucking, nigga, go teach a skydiving class or some shit.
We separated from E-Money and set out on our own to patrol the tracks. Our goal was to be in position and near the action if a train robbery was going to happen that night. Here's what went down.
Nigga. At least 2 different crews are doing their inventory right now, seeing what's on the inside, and from what we understand, there's serious consequences for this now in California. California's not as
California
as they used to be. So we're kind of just waiting to see what they find and see what our next step is.
I'm on my way.
What are you looking for on the trains? What are you hoping to find on the trains?
Electronics. They're trying to resell.
I mean, I've found $100 worth of cards, you know, like little
oh my god.
2 or 3 people inside, and we just throw them out. Just start throwing them like this. People on the ground will grab them and just throw them in the truck. After that, we'll go to a different location.
So there's an organized team.
Oh yeah, it could be anywhere from like 3 to you know, 6 people.
Get the fuck out of here. Stealing fucking basketball cards for $100, dog. Niggas stealing baby clothes, dog clothes.
By the truck?
What are they running from? They get caught.
What the f is going on? He said they're hitting it over here. Do I move?
Why are we rushing to see them hit the train? I thought he had a GoPro. Sebas, what the fuck happened?
We're catching the action. No.
Stop saying crazy shit in the chat, man, for they perma.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, so going on right behind us right now is that's
I don't have number verification on, so that was too.
Hey, the cops are right there. Hey, the sheriff's right there. Hey.
Violent speech.
Holy shit, we should go.
Should we get back in the car?
Private message.
Go. Let's get back in the car.
In chat, you were telling me to kill myself.
What was that, dude?
That's why you got banned. I don't know why I said private messages.
Why we were running back to the car.
Unless you sent Bill a message.
And what we weren't sure of in that moment was what were the legal ramifications even being near a train robbery.
But you were telling me in chat.
Robbing a train is a big federal crime. Under the U.S. Code's Title 18,
this
Section
is a federal
1991,
crime.
anyone who assaults, robs, or attempts to rob a train can face serious prison time, up to 20 years. It's considered an active theft on interstate commerce, which of course makes it the business of the feds.
You don't fuck.
He basically is like,
you don't fuck with the postal. You don't fuck with postal. That's feds, nigga. That's federal. 20 plus. No
are you guys the cops? We said no. Then he starts opening it up and just going ham.
You go to kick, nigga. Go be with the kick niggas. I'm not going nowhere.
And then it just lurches.
The fuck?
Okay, so obviously, there is no place for stealing. I'm not advocating it. But the adrenaline rush of just being by the action.
I'm not about to go to kick so you can say kill yourself.
See why these guys are addicted just to the thrill of the job. That was insane, wasn't it?
But what if you're not robbing a train? You're like us, near it. If you are caught trespassing within a certain distance of train tracks, you could still be committing a crime. We filmed this in California, and doing some research into this, it looks like California laws make it a misdemeanor to trespass within 20 feet of the tracks. This can land you up to 1 year in county jail. Luckily, we filmed this entire episode within 21 feet or further from the tracks.
So what if, you know, someone's ordering baby formula and baby bottles and it doesn't get there on time? Like, what about the impact of it?
Agreed. The way I look at it is if you're ordering it off of Amazon or online
you don't
somewhere,
need it
like
bad,
too much need it. You know, you gotta wait.
You're a dumb fuck, nigga. You know how many people overnight ship shit?
Wait to, even if you get to the next day shipping, you're still waiting that time to get it, you know, so.
I guess what stands out to me is the outright lawlessness. I think if people in other countries watching this, seeing this happens in the United States, I think it would blow their minds. To think that a sheriff would drive by as you're blatantly stealing packages from a train, which is a federal offense, that he just keeps going on with his day. Where else does that happen? It's Keegan's birthday today.
Fucking
so, happy birthday,
North
Keegan.
California.
Write in the comments, happy birthday, Keegan. No better way to celebrate a birthday than by chasing down train thieves. And 2 minutes
was the
before
purge
Googling
every day.
whether it's a felony or misdemeanor.
Enhanced graphics. That was kind of fancy. I have to look into that one.
Nigga got a calculator.
Some cream junk.
A nigga needed that cream for his rash, for his herpes flare up, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? He needed that for his herpes flare up, pussy. You fucker.
Some wheelchair stuff. Kitchen stuff. What's that, wrapping paper or something? It's an interesting one. Like a cover or something. Shoes? Ooh, a nice little bag. That's about it. Didn't get too many this time, but had to get out of there. The train started moving.
Is that unusual for the train to start moving like that?
No, especially when they're like switching conductors like that.
So how would you rate the haul overall?
This one's one of the lower.
Did that nigga
ones.
get a unicycle?
Together right there, probably 150, maybe.
Nigga picked up a unicycle because he a fucking
someone
clown.
stealing and kept driving.
Stealing shit.
Sheriffs out here, they need a law enforcement. Don't really give a shit. It seems like they're scared. They're scared of everybody out here.
If caught, what's the penalty?
I don't know. It's probably a good few years or so. You're fighting a big case for sure. It's federal.
Oh, you're delusional.
So it's very spur of the moment. It went from nothing's gonna go down tonight to 2-minute notice just happened.
Yes, and that's how it goes. You know, whenever you get the call, you gotta hurry up and get there. 90% of it, to be honest with you.
That nigga
Talking
said
to
2
this guy
years.
got me wondering
Nigga,
how many
you doing
stolen
20.
goods are floating.
Nigga, you're interrupting the postal service shipping of shit. You're breaking into a chain. You're breaking into a train. You're impeding a train's delivery. Nigga, you're parking cars in front of it.
Around on places like Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp. I mean, how many people completely unaware are furnishing their homes, buying gifts for their kids, even getting school supplies like laptops and robbers told me like this straight up. Gene, chances are it's stolen. It made me wonder what percent of goods on a site like Facebook Marketplace are lifted items. One day, when I interview Mark Zuckerberg, I will ask him for his take on this. But for now, it's wild to think that any one of us could have something in our homes that we use on a daily basis that was stolen in a train heist. Would you consider yourself to be an entrepreneur?
Crazy.
Yeah, I like that.
You're not an entrepreneur. You're a fucking
Get rid of the boxes, honestly,
thief.
and then start pricing stuff out.
Have you ever been close to getting caught?
Yeah, we had somebody, where it stopped. They were on the other side of the fence, I think got some property or something, and they said they were calling the cops, and we hear it all the time, so we push on for a little bit, and this time the cops, they showed up pretty fast.
Sneezing in a big 25 as well.
Dip down, you gotta get low and just gone, dude.
Last night, a train robber approached us in an off-camera meeting and told us about his operation. He had stash houses, getaway drivers, and lookouts stationed in the mountains. So the next morning, we spent the day tracking the trains through the mountains, trying to see it from a train robber's point of view.
Getting IP banned, having to use another person's phone number to talk in the chat in the 25 is crazy.
Behind me is another train going towards Bakersfield. We're gonna see if we can link up with the guys that are gonna hit this train. This is some modern day rodeo shit.
And at nightfall, we returned to the towns of Bakersfield and Oildale to see yet another train robbery. But first, we had to talk to the locals and see what they thought about this. Are you aware that most nights when the train stops, people just descend on the trains and just take everything they can out of it?
I know that happens, but I don't know if it happens near here.
And I don't know if you saw the boxes that are on the side of the road.
No, I haven't seen them.
But what do you think about that?
I think it's horrible. They're going to catch somebody robbing a train.
Now, here's something that's going to blow your mind. We saw it last night. A sheriff drove right by as a guy was opening up the train and taking boxes, and he just kept driving by.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Maybe he didn't see it. I mean, how could you not see it?
I mean, we get people coming in here all the time who steal, and they just walk up, grab and walk out, not even care.
There's a bunch of criminals here. There is, especially in Oildale. There are. Yeah, you have to be very careful. We have cameras at my house. I mean, we take all precautions. They just stole our mailbox not long ago.
You got your
Nigga
mailbox?
stole
Yeah,
your
our community
mailbox.
Yeah. So that's my husband.
Hello. How you doing? Sir, I hear you're missing a mailbox.
Yes, sir, I am. And yeah, there's a lot of thieving going on around these neighborhoods.
Are you aware that the trains get hit regularly?
Yeah, I heard all about that, yeah.
What do you think about it?
I think it's a bunch of bull. Yeah, that's not
He
even
look
right.
like Mighty
They should have
Mouse.
more security on those trains than what they do. Yeah, I don't understand it, how they can get in those trains so easy and take all the stuff off of them without anybody noticing.
No, look, folks, this is romance right here. Sir, what did you just do? You handed her what?
Ruffles, potato chips.
And it's not even Valentine's Day, huh?
Oh, we love each other, though.
Yeah, we do.
We've been married 20 years, bud.
Congratulations. All right, guys, stay safe. Have a good night.
So we have a helicopter circling. It's about the same time last night that is it a helicopter?
That's 100% a helicopter. No plane moves like that.
And he's just circling the train area, huh?
Yeah. Their center of rotation is 100% around the...
Holy shit, it's shining right now.
Yes, nigga, they watching that crate. You're not getting in that crate and escaping with that shit in the air. Good luck. Unless you want a demon, motherfucker. Unless you want a demon, nigga.
So here we go. Here's some of the fragments of what remains from last night. They obviously cleared it out. They have some sort of system. Whole Foods, Amazon returns.
I've taken
So yeah, Amazon lost out last night.
Nigga, it's gonna
So
hit
now
you
our job
later,
for the
watch.
rest of the night
You're
is,
fucking stupid.
One, talk to the guys that have their hands in this and get
You
more
fell
of
for
the
the
story
oldest
from
trick in the
them.
book, nigga.
Two, see if there's
You
another
thought it wasn't
mission,
working,
which
so you took another
chances
one.
are there will be. It just is,
GG.
will we be in the right place at the right time when it goes down? There's way other ways I would rather
Niggas
steal.
finna see you
If I
walking
had
and
to get into the
talking
business
cocks.
of stealing, I feel like this is one of the harder ones to make money in. So we're going to a spot that is involved in the package smuggling, and the local's going to tell us about it. What are we looking at here?
So right here, they use this as like the gateway to get back and forth to the tracks. There's a old pipe yard that the fence is ripped open on it, obviously.
So they go through here, another hole,
That's where actually the
tracks.
You can see where the train's at right there.
So this is a popular place in the city where the train gets hit.
This whole road, there's like 10 sets of tracks that run across there. That's probably where that train is right there. Is probably the second or third row of tracks.
Why do you think this doesn't get fixed?
Because it's not the train's property, or the train federal property. It's somebody else's property. They come in yellow totes, and a lot of the stuff does. It comes in like those trains right there. They're just stacked with yellow totes of like, I would say like all kinds of shit, 99-cent store type stuff.
So how many main spots throughout the city would you say get hit?
Anywhere along the tracks, really.
The last spot we were at, helicopter was circling. You think that's preventative on the police's part?
Yeah, it helps because the guys know that the cops got or the helicopters.
Are they gonna steal a package, or are we gonna sit here and look through the gate like a fucking peeping Tom? We're gonna sit here and peep at the train, my nigga, while we stroke our little fucking cocks. Let's fucking get to it, man. Let's steal some packages, nigga. We're gonna be bums. Let's steal some shit. Fuck you.
They just let them stack up their cases, and they keep getting busted, and then eventually, yeah, they throw them in jail, but they don't do long enough.
Let's fuck up a nigga's Amazon package. Let's steal his shit in transit.
It's all fun and games until it happens to you, right?
Nigga oiling his herpy flare up green, and this nigga gonna steal it and throw it away.
So just another example of sloppy thieving. People want to have sympathy, and I get it. Like if someone's down on their luck and they fall back on rent, that's one thing. But when you just want to turn the entire city into your own trash can, that's right.
I'm not doing 10 hours of shit.
Would you
nigga.
say you have any economic stressors in your life?
Well, my motto is everything's a hustle.
10 hour stream with 10 hours of you.
That's when I was born.
Give me
To get
10
into some of these
subs
things,
each
like, you
hour.
come from economic
Do
struggle,
that.
like, hey, I gotta pay a bill, so I'm gonna try something new. Or like, how did you even get into this world?
Yeah, I didn't do some of the smarter stuff. Did a lot of dumb shit. I guess I kind of fell on that same path.
So is it more the thrill or the economics of it?
A little bit of both.
We got connected to a local named Tweak. He was going to be going on a train job later that night, so I asked him about how he evades law enforcement and how he prepares for a mission. Here's what he said.
You just got out of jail? Where was that?
That was like 2 days ago.
And what'd you get hit for?
I just got on probation once. Instead, I've been running under dumb shit all the time. Not going to court, skipping on court shit, so.
So how often do you do the train business?
Yeah, I don't really do it too much anymore like I was, because after when I've seen a lot of the federal marshals out there, they're cracking down on it pretty big.
Federal marshals are out there?
They've been seen out there. I've seen personally my own two eyes. Federal marshals out there going and doing sweeps out there. They're picking up people. They were doing three cars linked in a row at a time with the pepper ball guns and shit in the cars. Lighting down the next to the train, so when it stops, they're driving up and down it the whole time as it stops, patrolling it. So, and you can go further from railroad tracks, skip to the tracks, or the little C trains that they've got, of course. But
what do you got?
Oh, that's the
9 for 9 back. Yeah, he's back.
That's what happens with me. I won't get caught with them.
He's back, but he's not better than ever.
It's just amazing what drugs will make someone do, and it just feels, I don't want to say like a waste, but like all this stolen stuff is just going to a cycle that gets deeper and deeper. Like it's not like, oh, if I hit enough trains, then I'll be able to move on to something else. It doesn't have the same glamour as the outlaw cowboys back in the day hitting trains. This will be our last night out in the trains. We'll see what we run into and we'll see what we see.
As we walked up to the scene,
just
we realized the trains had just been hit right before we got there. So we got to approach the crews on the ground to see what the next step in their business process was.
In the background right now, there's a guy just going through boxes. And again, as we came here, look at that, that's a sheriff right there.
I just drove by.
I don't know how obvious that is from the road. Seen pretty heavy police activity through here.
3 niggas
right in the back, there's a crew going through fresh boxes. So I don't know if there's another train coming or if we just kind of missed it and we're seeing the aftermath. But either way, it's kind of like piranhas on a fresh piece of meat.
Did he get a bike? How he get a bike? Where the is? You probably are.
Right there. I don't know what they're taking.
That's a chocolate shroom bar? No, nigga. I'm trying to shit.
These yellow bags are from the train?
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto.
You were the guy we saw 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Did you get hurt? Because the train like lurched.
No, I always jump off like that, man.
We've seen like
don't even ask me.
By. They just don't give a shit, do they?
You shouldn't even be touching the shit.
There's been like a bunch of fucking. They were probably calling me up,
You may hear me mention a few times expressing shock that the sheriffs did nothing but just drove by, but there may be an explanation for this. One of the train robbers told me that because the tracks are federal jurisdiction, the local PD has a tough time building cases that stick on these guys. Not sure if that is all true, but more on that later. I have an arrest story coming for you guys in just a couple minutes.
Would you guys say this is every night?
What's up, man? Shout out to Bakersfield, east side of Bakersfield, you know what I mean? That's where I'm from. Trying to get $1 out of 15 cents. Yeah, that's it, man. We just trying to eat. Pick me up right here by the bridge. I already got everything packed up, ready to go. Alright, yeah, that's the ride, man. You gotta get the ride ready to go so you can get up out of here. Just gonna make this money now, man. Probably won't happen till the morning, but shit, it's gonna happen. And we eating steak for dinner.
What got you into this business?
My boy right there. My boy, he a beast at this, but my buddy up in the mountain, he got rolled up off by Pinkerton. They arrested him, they impounded his truck and everything.
So Pinkerton's really serious?
Oh yeah, Pinkerton is the ones that, they'll get you. Pinkerton is the one that, they're the OGs, you know what I mean?
Let's bring you up to speed on the infamous Pinkerton Detective Agency. This 170-year-old firm has been cracking down on criminal plots since the 1850s. Their claim to fame include foiling an early assassination attempt on Abraham Lincoln, making outlaw Butch Cassidy and his guys flee to South America to avoid being caught by them, and that in the 1890s, with over 32,000 guys on staff, they boasted more manpower than the entire U.S. Army.
So what kind of job satisfaction do you have with it? Do you feel like you're caught in a cycle?
Now, yeah. Because, I mean, if I stop, I don't eat. My family doesn't eat, so you really can't stop it, you know what I mean? You can make a good payday. You can make a real good payday.
What are the odds you get a good payday, nigga? You're getting diapers and calculators and shit. Nigga might get a rose tool, a bootleg rose tool. Then what the fuck?
You know what I mean? Like, it's a waiting game. It's a hit and a miss. You never know when you're gonna hit. But when you do hit, you hit pretty fast and you're good.
What can you stand to make in a week?
I've made up to close to 25K. maybe as low as the fucking couple $100. It just all depends on what you find.
Was there an event in your life, like a financial stressor that said, this is what I'm going to do?
My old lady broke her neck in a car accident. She severed her C4 all the way down to C7.
Damn.
Paralyzed, she couldn't walk. I lost my job. I'm having to take her to the doctors. And all her doctor's visits, we had to teach her how to walk again.
What kind of job were you working with for?
I had a great job. I was working agriculture. I had a company truck. I was making about $75K a year. I had a real good job.
You quit that to do this? Because you make more than...
There's no way you were making more money.
I mean, now I built a record for myself. I put in a record, so it's going to be a little bit harder to find a good job with. And, I mean, once you get into it, it's it. You know what I mean? It's kind of, that's why I tell people that do it or want to try to do it, it's just remain smart, don't be caught. There's
a lot of youth out there that are feeling really reckless and thinking, hey, I can just get quick shit. And they don't have a record yet. What would you tell them?
It's not worth it. You're going to get yourself out into federal charges. You know what I mean? Once you get federal charges, you're doing 85% of your time. You're not going to do no half time. There is no fucking, good behavior. You're going to go to the feds and you're sitting down with some big boys. I don't know if you noticed, there was a plane flying around for the past 7 nights. I've been watching it. It comes, it's in a routine, it's on a route. It circles around, and I mean, they have beach sensors, they have night vision, they follow you. They'll follow you back to your home, they'll follow you back to wherever you're going. That's why I said they'll build a case on it.
Sure enough, this guy here who I'll call C got arrested exactly in the manner that he described. He recently got out of jail and called me to tell me that the same week we had met him, he completed a train mission and went to his safe house where he was then tracked down by a police helicopter and swarmed by 12 sheriff's vehicles.
Jesus.
He was arrested at gunpoint, brought to jail, and was told that he was facing 3 years of federal time. However, he said that due to what seems to be a technicality of jurisdiction, apparently the local police had to drop his case, which if this is true, would explain why the sheriffs would just drive past and ignore the train thieves. If anyone watching this episode is in law enforcement or is a lawyer, please tell me if this local police not having jurisdiction holds any water.
I guess most crime seems to be indicative of someone being stuck in a cycle. And anytime you're stuck, you're not free. So it's just sad. Like, even though they're doing bad shit, like stealing someone's package.
Like, I don't have my emos now. Where my sub at? Oh yeah, you just subbed to me, bro. You lost all your shit because you was fucking around too much.
There's nothing glamorous.
Oh my god.
Because I think at the end of the day, you want to have an impact on the world that's positive. Everyone wants that. This is not.
No, I wasn't asleep, guys. I was just
at least I don't
blinking.
So. All right, folks.
For a while.
That was an inside look into the business of train robberies and theft. This was a wild ride. As always, I appreciate you joining me. I have the best job in the world. It's only possible because you guys tune in. My final message is this. We all have choices. And you can either build a positive cycle or you can build a negative cycle. You pick where you want to go. And obviously some of us have better deck of cards at the beginning, but I really believe life is how you play the cards. So do what's going to be best for you.
You're going to lose because you broke to us.
Thank you guys. See you next week.
Thank you, Tommy. Jesus. I seen one of the train niggas quit.
Folks, hope you enjoyed this episode. You want to watch another? Here.
You got dog dick in our face? Really?
Over here. See you next week.
Nigga got dog dick in the camera. Are you serious? Millennial pause. Train robberies, bro. These niggas are fucking bums. These niggas are still in backpacks. They're getting weak ass Amazon products, Amazon condoms, fucking Amazon lube, Amazon fucking rose door. Just weak ass shit. Next time our next day delivery and I get my shit canceled, I'ma know who did that shit now. Now I'ma know it. Now it's gonna be personal to me. Now it's gonna hit different. So hope you know now. Hope you get what happens when your shit don't show up, man. Fuck them niggas. Hey, say it with me now. In the comments, say fuck them niggas if you made it this far. Not fuck them niggas, but FT niggas. I don't.